music just feels so good. You're on to number one.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. I'm excited. You hear her giggling in the background. We got Lauralie on the phone with us right now. Lauralie, how are you, girl?
I'm doing so good. I'm super excited.
Listen, Linda, listen. This track, and I don't want to jump the gun. But No Fool is a problem. Like, it isn't officially, it is a problem, all right? This track is a monster. So we'll get into all that. But let's, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go back. Now you're fairly young, so we don't have to go that back. But when do you first remember like your first singing performance? And not professional. I'm just talking about like church choir, school choir, talent show.
Yeah, I think it was probably at church.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely at church. There's a choir at my church, and one of the most favorite persons in my life, Mary, she encouraged me to sing at a very young age. So church was definitely it. Yeah.
Okay. So when you sang, were you part of the choir, or were you like kind of a soloist, praise singer? What kind of,
Yeah, I was part of the
how old
choir.
were you?
Oh, I don't know. I was definitely less than 10 years old, that's for sure.
Look at this. Okay.
Yes, I was part of the choir, and for a long time, I wasn't scared to sing by myself, but it was very nerve-wracking. Like,
Right.
I remember, like, starting a song and singing it, like, verse, chorus, and then maybe crying after that.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Those are nerves. Definitely. Listen, I threw up on stage one time, so I understand what nerves.
Wow.
I understand what nerves can do. I've passed out before, so I know what nerves can do. Is singing like in your family? Because I know you're very close to your mom and dad. Is singing in your family, or is it just kind of skip everybody and just slap you upside the head?
Well, my family loves to sing.
Right.
I don't like to comment on their abilities. I think everybody...
The bathroom.
It sounds really bad.
The shower singers.
Yes, shower singers. They're very musically inclined.
Right. Okay.
So,
All right.
My grandmother is a singer, though.
Okay.
So
Nice.
she loves to sing and everything like that. Yeah.
All right. Now, do you remember like is there like a moment? Because obviously you've had a good voice since you were like very young, and you sang in church choirs, and I'm sure you did talent shows and this and that. But like, was there like a performance where, like, in the middle of the performance, or like at the end of it, you just thought to yourself, "This is what I want to do for the rest of my life"?
Yeah, I think it was in third grade. Definitely, we were doing a show called Annie Jr., and I was playing Annie, which was the first big role that I got in a school musical, so I was super happy. It was my first musical.
It's a lot of high notes.
Yes, it was. And I hadn't really, like, performed on stage like that. It was, like, a proper stage, and so I was very nervous, but I remember being on stage and I couldn't stop smiling even when I wasn't supposed to be smiling.
Right.
So I think midway I was like, okay, this is something that I really love to do. Like, I love it.
Gotcha. So it was like a real sad part, and you were just cheesing up there.
Yeah. It really was.
Okay. All right. Who are some of the artists that you look up to?
Oh, yes. Taylor Swift is one of them.
Right.
She's such a great songwriter and storyteller, and so listening to her music, and she's still releasing music now, and just listening to all of that and hearing how musical she is and how her songs are very story driven, and she actually takes from moments of her life and she puts that into the best way that she can probably communicate to the public, and I think that's very admirable. Like, she's one of my big inspirations.
Okay.
And I also like The Weeknd too. He's one of my favorite artists.
Right.
He has very different sounds and very versatile. such a versatile person. And Michael Jackson, of course, Michael Jackson.
MJ,
yes.
Of course, yes.
He's so groovy, such a legend.
Yes.
King of pop, of course.
All right. Well, listen, and it's good to see like the young generation like respecting, because listen, obviously Taylor Swift is out there right now, The Weeknd is out there right now, but to talk about MJ and Michael Jackson and to respect those that paved the way for, I mean, everything racially, singing wise, the way people perform, storytelling, he was to me, like, he changed the game with his videos were movies. Like, obviously they were movies, like, you know, like they were actual movies.
I couldn't agree more. Like, I enjoy his videos so much. His videos are so inspiring. Like, when I was thinking of like who I'd like to be as an artist, it's like I want to tell those types of stories and I want to portray it that way. Like, I want it to be like a short film and all of that other good stuff. So yes, Michael Jackson definitely. I mean, he's talented, and the way he performs too. Yeah. Like, the performances are sky high when it comes to him. So
exactly.
There's a standard.
I mean, honestly, there is no Halloween without Thriller. Like, to say that is the way life is I mean, to know that that's a legacy he left behind. Like, there is no such thing as Halloween without Thriller. Like, it can't be there. It can't be there.
No.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So let's talk about No Fool. Now, you just had was it the recording or was it the release of the video over the weekend?
I just had the release of the video. Came out Friday, and I had so many people working on it. So many of my friends were in the video too, and they were all supportive and they all helped out. So I'm very grateful. I couldn't have done it without them.
Right, and then you also made it available to other people. You put it online where they can, go. What was it, Zoom? Right, be able to just zoom in and watch everything. Right.
Yeah, I was live on my Instagram. Nice. I premiered the video with the help. The video was like, it really couldn't have been done without, the director, Trigger, without my dance teacher, my dance coach, Kisa, Paris. Everything just like, it was a culmination of so many great people and working on this project. And I'm just honestly so grateful that everyone even came out, and my parents setting up the whole thing at the Ashford where we had the release party. Right. An amazing event.
Mom and dad, I mean, coming through in the clutch. That's just what it is. Mom and dad. Exactly. So, all right. So you've paid bills. You've given your credit to whoever needs credit. That you've done all that. Let's talk about No Fool a little bit. So, what is this? What does this song mean to you?
Great question. This song is it's one of the first songs that I wrote during quarantine. Okay. And it first started off as a ballad because I definitely, like, during quarantine, that's when I, like, was really honing in on my writing skills. Right. So that meant everything that I was feeling beforehand, like all the situations and events that happened that made me feel some type of way, they're all flooding back. Quarantine was a time where you were thinking a lot, and I was at home a lot, so I was like, I just pour it all out and actually, like, officially talk about it, like, talk through it with yourself. Right. And that's what this song basically is. It started off as, like, a sad ballad type of song, and it's about just knowing your worth and not letting someone trick you when you get involved or when you like someone.
Very wise.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, so okay, so you right now you have No Fool and you have Bully. Those are the two tracks that you have out right now. Let's just take a few moments and talk about Bully. I mean, first of all, bullying worldwide is a major epidemic. People don't understand that words hurt way more than, fists or whatever. And, I mean, on a daily basis, you still have, people taking their own lives. And so where did Bully come from? For you, where did Bully come from?
Bully came from a very it was a conflicting place, actually. It's something that followed me throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school. It was a situation between an old friend of mine where we were on totally different wavelengths, and losing friends and also letting go of friends can be very difficult.
Yeah.
Especially for me, because I love everyone that I come in contact with, and so seeing us grow apart from each other, and just us growing up as well, it just created a whole bunch of nastiness between us. And I mean, the song is basically about, in this situation, I was being treated as if I was the bully.
Right.
When it was happening to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I truly didn't realize that that's what was going on until after I wrote the song. I looked back at the lyrics and I was like, oh, so
right.
I was tricked. So something happened. So but
all right. So with Bully and No Fool, are they part of like a larger project? Like, you're looking at doing it, are these like a lead up into an EP or a full album, or are these just singles right now just to kind of get your name out there? I noticed a lot of artists have been doing that a lot lately. Now, back when I was when I did gospel hip hop, it was all about the album. It was all about dropping the album, the full bomb, and I had like 20 tracks or whatever. Now it just seems like a lot of people do a lot of the singles, and they and so is that where you're at with it, or are you leading up into something?
No Fool is definitely leading up to an EP that I plan on releasing sometime early next year, 2022.
All right.
But at the start, it was like, oh, I want to release singles and just want to release one song at a time and everything like that. But I realized, I also want people to hear the music, and I also want to put more music out because I have so much of it just sitting in a vault right now.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I'm just like, small projects or maybe even an album later on would be something great.
My bad, Prince. My bad, Prince, with a vault of music. My bad. Look at this. All right. So, okay, fine. You got a vault. You have another single. You got a new single coming out soon? We like exclusives. We love exclusives here.
Ooh, yeah, I am. Okay, since you asked, yes, there will be a new single coming out.
Oh, do tell.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's, I don't want to give too much. It's like a really hype, upbeat song. It's a feel good song. It's not it's not like Bully or not like No Fool. You're not gonna. Yeah, it's supposed to make you feel really good. Okay. So yeah.
All right. Well, but we kind of talked about this, is that each of the songs that you have out, it represents different sides of your music. So to come out with something more upbeat and happy, I think that just shows how versatile that you are as an artist. Okay, so you can't. I don't want to ask the song. All right, we're not gonna ask this, but is there a drop date on the track?
Oh, drop date.
Is there a drop date?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. You're keeping it on the wraps.
I'll tell you, the song is ready to go. The song is definitely ready to go.
Right.
I just,
you gotta let No Fool do its thing for a while. You gotta let No Fool do its thing.
The video just came out.
Exactly.
Gotta let it sit.
I like the way you think. All right. So, when it comes to your listeners, your fans, what do you want them to take away from your music?
Ooh. I don't know. I think I want everyone to, especially other artists that listen to my music,
right.
I just want them to understand that it's more than okay to be honest, especially with yourself. I feel like a lot of my songs are self-reflections. I've sat down and I thought, what was my role in this situation and how has that affected me? I feel like every song has taught me a lesson.
Right.
And it's also, for me, I know maybe this won't come across in my songs, but the song itself is a point of moving on from whatever happened then, especially with the songs that are like Bully or No Fool. Those are situations I marked those songs as the last time I'm talking about it. That's it. I've let it all go.
Right. It's
now you all can listen to it. You all can listen to what happened then, but this is not part of it anymore. It's not part of me anymore. It's imagery of what was once was, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got
So, yeah, just like, I mean, honesty, and also just knowing your worth. I think a lot of what I write is about, you know, not being wronged, but like just being in situations where you forget yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So just to remember not to do that, and to always be yourself and let yourself shine through.
Okay. Look at this. Dropping nuggets of wisdom. Lauralie, behave.
Yeah, I try.
All right. So, I mean, listen, you're fairly young. I mean, extremely young. And you have like your whole life ahead of you. So if you had to leave singing for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
is there something else you want to do?
I would acting. I mean, I feel like I'm doing both at the same time. Those are like two of my greatest passions. I would love to be in movies and TV shows, but if I really had to leave singing, then the next thing, acting, is right up there. Like, that's the next thing.
All right. I like it. The reprise of Annie. I'll take it. I'll take another Annie. All right. So listen, Lauralie, you have the listeners hooked. That's it. They're like, yo, how can I listen to her music? How can I follow her on Instagram and her social media? So do me a favor, take a few moments, go over your social media, let people know how they can find and follow you.
Okay. So my Instagram is at Real Lauralie. That's Lauralie. Yes, that's how you spell my name. And my Spotify is Lauralie. It's my name. And I have a website as well. It's LauralieMusic.com, and that's where you can see all the links to my Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube, all of that, all of those good links where you can watch the videos and listen to the music, and you can also sign up to see what's coming out next, because like I said before, I may be dropping a single this year, another one.
All right, well listen, we're waiting in anticipation. We're waiting for a new track, but again, we want to let No Fool make the rounds. It's a great song. We also want to update people on Bully as well. You know, we want to let them introduce them to that too. All right, so last question, and I'll let you go. So give me three things that your fans do not know about you. Things that you don't like post on Instagram. They wouldn't know from your videos. Like three things. It could be quirky. It could be a talent. It could be something that you're super proud of. Give me three things that they don't know about you.
Okay. So one is I love to play video games.
Okay.
I don't think I've posted about that yet. I mean, maybe I will, but I really love to play video games. I love video games like Minecraft, The Sims. The Sims is one of my favorite games ever. I was
bringing it back to The Sims.
Yes, Sims. So, video games. I'm terrible at first-person shooter games. Those ones they make my hands shake, so you won't see me playing those ones. But
gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, and okay, number two, I love to read. I haven't posted about that either, but I'm a very avid reader. I love reading. Fun fact, I actually just started reading the Harry Potter series 2 years ago. I know people say, "Oh, you're late, Laura. You're kind of late." I don't know.
It's all good.
It's all good. We read it when we read it. So
the true question is, how far are you? How many books in are you?
Ooh, I'm on book 4.
Okay. All right. How many books are there in this thing?
Like a lot.
150, right? Something like that?
a little bit under.
All right. So you're a gamer, you're a reader. What else you got? One more thing. And
I love food. Like ice cream. Specifically ice cream. I'm in love with ice cream.
Gotcha. All right. So so now can venues pay you in ice cream? That's the question we all want to know.
Oh, I know.
It's like a lifetime supply of like Haagen-Dazs. Is that cool? Oh
yeah, that's cool. I mean, any ice cream for me is perfectly fine.
Right.
As long as it's vanilla or cookies and cream, we're all good.
Gotcha. Listen, Lauralie, you are amazing. This interview was great. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you.
No, my absolute pleasure. At this time, I'm going to stop talking, and I want you to introduce your song. Again, thank you so much. The stage is yours.
Okay. Well, hey guys, it's me, Lauralie, and this is my song, No Fool.